ओम श्री गणेशाय नमः। ओम श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम समस्त जन कल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। ओम नमः श्री तुलसीदास सद्वरिष्ठाय धीमते पूरितं हृदयं येन राम प्रेमामृतेन मे। ओम दक्षिणे लक्ष्मणो यस्य वामे तु जनकात्मजा पुरतो मारुतिर्यस्य तं वन्दे रघुनन्दनम्। ओम श्री हनुमते नमः। हरिः ओम। In the first talk, I spoke to you very briefly about Goswami Tulasidas ji and Ramayana as a Katha, Itihas and Mahakavyam. So the word Manasa Bhakti Sutra, Manas refers to Shri Ramacharitamanas. Now, this work expounds the theme of bhakti, so that we will see. Now, what is Sutra? In Sanskrit language, the Sutra Sahitya is very special and unique. In English, this word is translated or given as an aphorism. It means a short phrase, little meaning. But the short phrase must have some meaning. A short phrase with some deep meaning. Now we will see what is the Sanskrit word sutra. The meaning of the word sutra is also a thread, a string. Now if you have to make a flower garland, you have to have thread and on which the flowers are strung, or if it's a pearl necklace or anything, then the pearls will be there. But without that string or thread, you can't do it. So when we say Narad Bhakti Sutra, Manas Bhakti Sutra, so this book serves the purpose of a thread where the principles of bhakti now, they are strung together. That's called sutra. It also means Suchanat Sutram Ityaho. Suchana means just indicating. So Sutram is an indicator. The moment you say indicator, means someone is indicating something to someone, but that someone must be intelligent enough to understand the meaning of that. Sometimes you will see a puzzle is given to someone. I am not very good at solving puzzles. Then you ask, oh, can you give me a clue? So some people are very good. If a clue is given, then unravel that. That clue also is called sutra. Indicator, a clue, a cryptic statement. In Sanskrit literature, what we find, so many subjects, they are vast. It's difficult to memorize or remember them, and therefore they are put in the form of sutras. They are small, so you can remember them. And by remembering these sutras, the whole subject matter also can be remembered. Actually, even when you read science, physics, chemistry and all that, there are also formulas are there, formulas. That also is sutra only, right? Even though it is written in English alphabets, anybody knows English alphabets, he will read it, but if he does not know what that letter stands for, the meaning will not be clear. For example, E is equal to mc square. I hope I said correctly. Now, the great scientist Einstein has given this. E is equal to mc square. Now, anyone who has studied A, B, C, D, E, F, J, they will know E. This is M, but C. But what is the meaning of that letter E? What is the letter of M? What is the meaning of C? And please don't ask me because I also don't know. E is equal to mc square. In chemistry also, there are sutras are there, right? How to make this hydrogen gas in the laboratory or the very preliminary, and there are so many others. So there are also formulas are there. So vast literature, a subject matter is brought very precise form. It's called sutra. Even grammar, Sanskrit grammar also, Paniniya grammar is there, sutras are there. The Vedas are divided into two parts, Karma Kand, Jnana Kand. There also sutras are there. And in Vedanta, the famous is Bhagavan Vedvyasji wrote Brahma Sutras. Even the Patanjali Yoga Darshan, first is Atha Yoga Anushasanam Sutra. With regard to bhakti, there are two very famous works. One is Narad Bhakti Sutra, which is very popular and famous. The other is known as Shandilya Bhakti Sutra, but is not that much well known and popular. But Narad Bhakti Sutra is quite well known. See, the sutra also has a definition. Somebody has to write sutra. There are also some niyamas are there. And there is a very famous shloka that is given. In this book also I have given with explanation and all that. Alpaksharam asandigdham saravat Vishwato mukham astobham anavadyam cha sutram sutra vido viduhu. Now again the beauty of Sanskrit language. They give definition also in poetic form, shloka. It is easy to remember a shloka. And in that the whole lakshana of sutra is given. Sutram sutra vido viduhu. Those who are the knowers of sutras, they define this. How? In the sutras, these things should be there. Alpaksharam. Alpaksharam, minimum words. What is necessary, but minimum words. Minimum word, but it should be saravat, meaningful also. Just because it's a minimum, just said, but it should be meaningful also. Dum-dum. Now, what is dum-dum? Minimum words are used only, dum-dum. Has it got any meaning? meaning should be there, and there should not be any ambiguity. Ambiguity means no clarity of meaning there. Sandigdha means all the doubts are there only. In olden days, we used to get a telegram. Nowadays, the telegram is not, but the people send messages, nowadays. There are different modes are there. Coming. Who is coming? When is coming? Where? I just say, coming, receive. Even though it has got a meaning, coming, but receive. But there are so many points are not very clear then. So that's why I say, alpaksharam means there must be brevity. Asandigdham means clarity. No doubtful or ambiguity, not clear at all. Saravat. Sara means some essence, some meaning must be there. It should be meaningful. Then again, that meaning, all that will be related to which topic you are discussing. If you are discussing grammar, or yoga, or karma kand, jnana kand, bhakti, so those words will have to be related to that topic. Saravat. Next is called Vishwato Mukham. Literal meaning is facing all directions. Means it must shed light on many aspects. That's called Vishwato Mukham. And also, technically it's called, what is said is, after having considered pros and cons and what is earlier, what is later and all that, and then said. That's called Vishwato Mukham. Well considered, that meaning from all sides. One meaning is, it should shed light on many aspects, or what is said after considering all points. In our day-to-day life also, if some question or problem is there, the solution should be found taking all points into consideration, isn't it? Not at the spur of the moment you just say and do something and regret in leisure. Vishwato Mukha it should be. From all sides you should look at it. So, alpaksharam asandigdham saravat vishwato mukham astobham. Astobham means there is no stobha. Very good. Where there is no stobha, it is called astobham. And what is stobha? We don't know astobha. Astobha. Wow, wow, wow. A stobha is called superfluous word. That word does not have any special kind of any meaning. Sometime in poetry, pada puranartham, when you have to complete the quarter, sometimes certain letters are allowed to complete it. Like in Sanskrit, it is called cha. Even though cha has got its own meaning, cha means and. But sometimes certain cases there is no special meaning, but you have to complete it because there is a need of that one letter. Why means famous, tu, but, he, indeed, like that. But the whole line cannot be chavai tu hi. Because he could not remember anything like that, and therefore he may say chavai tu hi. It is stobha. Then it is meaningless. Even though every letter has got its meaning, But sometimes Pada Purnartham only just to complete that quarter, you need one letter, so you can just take it. But you cannot do the whole line with that. So I have to avoid this kind of thing. Because in sutra, why should I have some unnecessary word there? Not necessary. Unnecessary means not necessary. Wow. So it should be precise. You will find in the legal court, every comma and every the letter, and that makes the whole interpretation different, Astobha also has got meaning. It should not be disrespectful. Anindhyam. And also akatyam, irrefutable. It should bring out truth of something which cannot be refuted. So it is, to write a sutra is not very easy thing, you have to remember all that. Now this is a general definition of sutra. Then which subject you are dealing with, according to that only you have to do everything. Alpaksharam. So Alpaksharam doesn't mean all the time only 2 letters, 3 letters only should be there. That's not the point. But it will not be a great shloka or anything like that. Shardula Vikridita Vrittam. And that meter where every line has got 19 letters. Then that is a shloka only. That is not a sutra. How we say Alpaksharam Asandigdam Saravat Vishwatomukham Astobham Anavadyam cha. Anavadyam. Six quality. Anavadyam is nirdosh, flawless. Now what are the flaws? One kind of flaw can be grammatical mistake is there, dosha is there, or having double meaning. What is said is one appears to be very nice, but what is intended meaning and in your own mind, not a very pure meaning you are having, then that also should not be. Without any ulterior motive or any other meaning, it should not be said. Because we know that so many times, people read words, jokes and all that, and they have got all that double meaning, and the other meaning is not very pure, nice, isn't it? That is dosha only. That's called anavadyam. Flawless. Alpaksharam asandigdham saravat vishwatomukham astobham anavadyam cha sutram sutravido viduhu. All right. Now I have told you the meaning of the sutra. Then as I said, now which subject you are dealing with, then that you have to deal with. Now the question is, what is this Manasa Bhakti Sutra? We heard Narad Bhakti Sutra, Shandilya Bhakti Sutra. So Narad Bhakti Sutra, that means Naradji is the author of that. Shandilya Rishi is the author of that. Now who is the author of this? How it came into being? So I have to say, objectively, that I happen to be the writer of these sutras. But I am not the real writer. Then what? How it came out, that I want to tell you. Because I had no such thought also in my mind. I have to introduce one great Mahatma. In Maharashtra, now which century is going on now? 21st. in the 20th century was a great Mahatma Swami Prajnananandji, was a Dandi Swami. He was a Shrotriya, Brahmanistha, Ram Bhakta, learned from many subjects, but never for any prasiddhi, publicity and all that. He took sannyas from one Swami Vasudevananda Saraswati and learned. Actually, he was a grihastha first, then he took sannyas later on. And all the Vedanta Shastra and all that he studied. Later on, he came in contact with one great sadhu, Baba Ganga Das ji, who belonged to the tradition of Goswami Tulasidas ji. And we don't know Swami, one from Maharashtra, he from another place totally, and how they met, and they, such a bond between them was formed, and Swamiji was blessed with this Ram Bhakti and Ramacharitmanas by Baba Gangadas ji. And his whole life then became Ram Bhakti my own. First, he translated entire Tulasi Ramayana in the same meter in Marathi. Samashlok it is called. As Doha, Chanda, Sortha, whichever way is the same way. Then he wrote a commentary in Marathi called Manas Gudhartha Chandrika, some 6,000 pages. He used to go on writing. Sometimes his fingers used to bleed. He used to just wrap them with a piece of cloth and would go on writing. Thereafter, he translated that into Hindi by himself only. And Gita Press, Gorakhpur published that Hindi commentary. I hope that will be available. But there are 6, 7 volumes. Those who want to really study and all that. It is not a book like, just lay alone, you can do it. It is not like that. You don't want a real serious study of all that. I did not have any such opportunity to meet him and all, but his devotees, disciples, they came in my contact or I came in their contact. That also is another story. I don't want to tell story into story. But one, उनके पट्ट शिष्य भक्त कमलताई वैद्य. Now Swamiji also attended Mahatma. Kamaltai also is no more. But I don't know, she became very fond of me. And she said that Swami Prajnananandji, in his commentaries and all that, he has said that the Bhakti Yoga that is expounded in Tulasi Ramayana is unique. And it can be present in the sutra form. And 2, 3 different names also he had given, which I came to know later on. He could not do that, but he mentioned that somebody can do it. Now she said, I should do it. I tell you, she had more confidence in me than I had myself had. I said, sutra writing is not an easy thing and all that. And such a vast subject. And that you have to write according to, that is Ramacharitmanas. But she said, no, you can't do it. And therefore I say, according to Ramayana, Tulasidas ji says, Ura Prerak Raghuvamsha Vibhushan. Bhagavan Shri Ramachandra ji is the inspirer, inner inspirer. So he inspired Swami Prajnanand ji. He motivated Kamal Tai. And she really got it done to me. Therefore, I say, I may say I wrote these sutras, but Sutradhar is Bhagavan. We are like puppets. Sabai Nachavat Ram Gosai. The ultimate Sutradhar, the strings are in his hands. So I am remembering Bhagavan, Swamiji, Kamal Tai, and will begin there. Manasa Bhakti Sutra. So I have told all the meanings of Manas. Then Bhakti we are going to see, and what is Sutra literature and this particular sutra. Now we find the first sutra we will read, because we should make a beginning. Other people become impatient afterwards, First sutra. Atha Shri Ramacharitamanas Anusarini Bhakti Vyakhya. This sutra literature, they begin with the word atha. All the sutras like that. Atha Brahma Sutra, Athato Brahma Jidnyasa. Narad Bhakti Sutra, Athato Bhaktim Vyakhyasamaha. Yoga Atha Yoganuशासनम. Atha word has got many meanings. A simple meaning is the very utterance, the sound. Atha itself is indicator of auspiciousness. So if you say atha, means you have invoked the divine blessings. Like in the temple, Ghantanad. Or just before that, they blow a conch. So when you hear a conch in the temple, they are calling you. That is like a puja is going to be there. Ghanta, the auspicious, the sound itself is auspicious. Atha means now. So when you begin something, then atha means now. Atha also has got the meaning thereafter. So when there are 3-4 meanings, then you have to see which is suitable at that time. So here atha means Mangala Suchak, and also atha means now. Having invoked the grace and blessings of the Lord and Mahatmas, now we present what? Bhakti Vyakhya. Atha now, present it is Bhakti Vyakhya. Vyakhya means exposition on the topic of devotion. Now someone may say, already there are Bhaktis, Narad Bhakti Sutra is there, the Shandilya Bhakti Sutra is there, why do you have to write this? We say, yes, that is there. But the speciality is Shri Ramacharitamanas Anusarini Bhakti Vyakya. This explanation of Bhakti is Anusarini, following according to Shri Ramacharitamanas. So the source Pramana Grantha for this is Shri Ramacharitmanas. Because bhakti can be explained so many ways. The different granthas are Bhakti Rasayan ityadi. So they take more from Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam. The source is from there. But here bhakti is explained according to Shri Ramacharitmanas. So this is the first sutra. More we'll see. So sutra is only a brief sentence. Then bhashya, commentary on that is required. That's called bhashya, commentary on the sutra. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Syav Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai. Shri Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.